Mark Carney's first cabinet isn't a vehicle for reform, it's a protection racket for scandal-ridden insiders. Evan Solomon, once fired from the CBC for unethical art dealings with elites like Carney himself, now oversees artificial intelligence. Melanie Joly, who managed $18.9 billion in poorly defined foreign aid programs, is now shaping Canada's economic future. François-Philippe Champagne, implicated in the Green Slush Fund scandal, has been promoted to finance minister. Chrystia Freeland, who once dismissed fuel prices because she doesn't own a car, is now Minister of Transport. Gregor Robertson, under whom Vancouver became a hub for money laundering and housing inflation, is tasked with housing. Sean Fraser, whose immigration policy strained infrastructure, now runs justice. And Stephen Guilbeault, facing corruption allegations, will shape Canadian identity. So what message does Carney's cabinet send about accountability in Canadian politics?
The message this really sends is that politics are based on loyalty over merit. And it's interesting because that's kind of like the liberal ideology these days, right? Buy into this and merit doesn't matter. It's whatever else we decide comes first. I think you're seeing obviously a lack of consequences. All the ministers that are there that were already in Trudeau's cabinet that did a terrible job. Essentially, the problem is you're not going to have any meaningful reform. That's what this is. This is the same shit that we've had again. You've got a power consolidation and you're going to have public distrust basically reinforced.
This also goes into his whole shtick, right? Where he was talking about, okay, well, I'm the man with a plan. I've got all this expertise. I know finance. But then within the first week, you come out and say you don't have a budget.
No budget at all. And you accept that?
They aren't even telling you how they're going to spend your money this time. Let's remember what happened with last year's budget as well. They told us $40 billion. That's a hard ceiling. We won't go over it. And then they overshot it by 50% and we're up 60. They were at like $60 billion.
So they were 62, but what's interesting is they also lost $5 billion in revenue. So
right.
They were actually 67. So they almost went up 75%.
Yeah.
Wild.
And then, so you think about the minister who is supposed to be in charge of, say, a budget, right? The finance minister. Well, that's François-Philippe Champagne. He was the one that was implicated as covering up the Green Slush Fund scandal. $400 million that was being funneled into liberal-friendly firms, now in charge of the entire finance wing of the government.
Right. So
what could go wrong there?
Loyalty over merit.